it's Jenny with Cozy 101.1, and today's real funny friend, you know him, Craig Ferguson, going to be at Comedy Works. And so it looks like you have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all 3 days?
Yeah, I think so. Look, when you say funny friends, is it like funny or like funny weird?
Well, like I laugh at myself.
Do you really?
But I'm not funny. But you guys are actually funny, and people laugh with you,
I
not
mean, it's
at
all
you.
subjective. I don't know. I will say this though. We were talking just before we started about you were saying that people in the gym are grunting.
Yes, that's like a thing. It's supposed to make you like better workout.
Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. I think that's funny. I think I would.
It's gross.
Yeah. Do you think it's gross?
I think it's kind of gross because it's like you're sitting there going, I know what that sound is. That's probably you in the bathroom.
Oh, you think it's pooping sounds?
I think kind of.
I don't make pooping sounds. Actually, I don't poop.
Yeah, neither do
No,
I. Women don't. Yep.
Well, and also, if you're a celebrity.
Have you ever had that moment where it's like you have to go to the bathroom and you're like, I don't want anyone to recognize me, like you're in a public place? Because I feel like everything you do, people would be.
It's the single worst thing about being in any way famous.
Yeah.
Is that it's very inconvenient.
Oh, yeah.
Like when you want to do stuff like, I want to go to a pizza parlor and disgrace myself.
Yeah.
You can't. Well, you can.
Yeah, but then it's going to be all
people
over.
Might not recognize you,
Yeah.
but you think they're going to recognize you, and
Yeah.
that's bad enough.
Oh, yeah. You're like, I ate the whole pizza by myself. And then.
Right. And crying.
And
Eating and crying. Do you ever eat and cry?
all the time.
Yeah, I eat and cry. Do you ever eat and grunt?
No.
No, okay. I don't either.
I feel like that's why it was so weird. Murphy and I were talking. I was like, the only thing I can compare it to is like when you get out of bed in the morning and you're just like, oh, I like my back. And that's kind of the grunting that I would do. Or like.
Well, I now make the same noises because I've reached the point in life. I'm getting older. And I make the same noises for sitting down as I used to make for sex. So I sit down and I go like, that's nice.
And the dog's like, all right, you want to put me outside?
Yeah, that's like,
I'm not going to witness this again.
Yeah, it's it's just one of those things.
I've got quite the visuals already for our conversation.
Well, yeah, I'm getting older. Do you know what? This is a thing that I found out as well. When you get older, a dentist told me this. That because I go to the dentist now because I live in America, but your saliva gets thicker as you get older. That's horrible,
That's
isn't
awful.
it? So that's why.
But I can see it makes sense.
Yeah, but that's why when you're really old, you go like that. It's because your saliva's like soup. It's like glue. And there, it's like you can barely open. And then what happens? Your saliva gets so thick, it sticks your mouth together, and you can't breathe, and you die. And that's how you die. If you live long enough.
Probably by myself, yep. In a bathtub eating and crying with the pizza and everything.
Oh, no, Jenny.
All of it.
But you've got all your funny friends.
Yeah.
All your funny friends will come around and sing to you.
Sure, that's 100% what's going to happen.
That's true.
Just like auto dial it, right? What else was I going to say? You got me all like thrown off.
You're thinking about thick saliva. I know. When I first heard it, I was like, this is bad.
Did you have to go home and double check it and be like, I think this guy's messing with me. I think he's lying to me.
No, I believed it. It was because I feel like it's true. As I've got older, I've noticed things happen that I didn't expect to happen. Like my mouth falls open, like just like that. I just like if you're driving like at a stop sign, I've caught myself just like.
And you're like, wait a minute, why?
Yeah, and then I make old people noises. I go, like that. There's no reason for me to do that noise, even when I'm in the gym. And I'm not even working out. I just walk into the gym and go, and then leave. While other people are working out.
Just creep people out a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
just walk in and go,
that's just Craig. Don't worry about it. He does it once a week
and
to
the
keep
weird
your toes.
thing is, if your saliva is thick, no matter what you say, it's going to sound creepy because you're going,
yeah.
like that. So if you say, hey, can I have one of those? I'm hungry. I'd like to sit down.
I'm so glad you came in the studio today.
Oh, my
Last
God.
time you remember you had to walk all the way out into the middle of your field to be able to get reception to call in.
That's right. I was from Scotland, right? Yeah, that's right. I moved to Scotland for a while.
Yep.
Because I found out, I was looking at this real estate thing, and you can buy a castle in Scotland for the same price as a 3-bedroom house in LA.
Okay.
So I did, but I forgot that you have to heat it.
You have to heat it. You have to clean it. You have to
you have to deal with the armies coming and attacking you. It's bad. It's like it's marauders. It's a hard time.
I've always wanted to go to like Scotland. I went to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
We went once. Like we spent one night there. We did the haunted tour, and it
yeah?
is so cold at night.
Yeah,
We bailed halfway through. I was like, I don't care. You can take my $50. We're not.
Do
We're
you
not
know
walking
the
anymore.
latitude of Scotland? People don't know this. The latitude of Scotland and like how far north it is the same as Alaska. People think it's like you go straight across, but it's not. It's really north.
Oh yeah.
And it's cold and it's wet and it's dark. And
it's
I don't live
haunted,
there
apparently.
anymore. And
Yeah.
it's haunted. It is haunted.
Yeah,
It's
there's
very
a lot of
haunted.
like creepy stuff. What's the one where the church is underneath?
That's it. Everywhere in Scotland has a
yeah.
church underneath, made of bones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Most
It was a
of
little
the
girl,
building-
but like people would bring dolls to this little girl because you'd have to climb down into like underneath where it was, and it was right off the main path. I was like, "This is."
You went to that place? Oh no, we don't go there.
I'm pretty sure she came back with me. She's like, "I want to go see America. I'll just attach to this
Oh,
human."
See, I think that's what happens if you mess around with that stuff. Then the ghosts follow you around.
When I was a kid, I was haunted by a little girl. It was a
Really?
creepy story. Yes, super creepy story. So my room was always cold.
Right.
I grew up in Aurora, like Colorado, so
Right.
it's not like exotic or anything.
It's
but my room
exotic
was
to me. It depends where you're from.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Like when you walk in, it's like your accent. I'm like, oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, not to
But
me
no.
it isn't. Well,
Yeah.
Your accent is because I don't have an accent. You have an accent.
Yeah, I don't know what the Aurora accent would be considered. Maybe we don't go there. But yeah, so like my room was always cold. I kept freaking out. Like I would tell my mom and dad like this little girl was in there like screaming and trying to like, get me to play with her. Parents didn't believe me. None of that stuff. So when they sold the house, all of a sudden my mom gets a call one day and is like, "Hey, did you ever have some weird stuff happen in your?" It was a realtor.
up.
So like the people that lived there had a little girl calling for mommy. They kept waking up and there was no little girl. Cold room. And then one day the cop showed up at the house saying that there was some neighbor called that there was some bloody little girl in the backyard. I'm like, I told you. So like I had vindication. It only took me 17 years to get it, but I got that vindication.
Have you had any therapy?
Yeah, I'm in that right now.
Well, you are right now.
Yes.
I'd like to be your therapist right now.
Okay.
I'm going to put on a slight Austrian accent because I think it will
I
help.
like this. Okay.
So I will talk a little like this, and we will ask you about the times you saw as a little baby, the baby girl trying to play with you in the room. Have you taken this with you in your life? Do you follow people around and say, "I'm a little girl, will you play with me?"
Yes, I do actually.
Yes. And you have become like the little girl.
I have.
Yes, you have taken on this persona. Maybe it was you the whole time.
Oh my God, I'm gonna need more therapy now. I feel
Well,
like
I'm a big fan of therapy. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm all about
I don't
it.
understand why people take so long to get there. To
You
when
know,
the
there's
wheels of the bus are literally falling off. It's like it
It's
would have been easier.
weird, right? And people are like, they get mad at you, like, "Oh, you're in therapy." Oh, like, well,
Yeah, and I'm content and I sleep at night
Well,
now.
you don't seem that crazy to me. And go, that's because I'm in therapy. I mean, and anyway, you can't see what it's like in here.
Yeah, no, it's a scary place. In mine, too.
It is. I think I'm a little haunted up there.
Maybe it's the little girl.
Well, no, I was raised in a swamp by a character called Shrek and my stepmom Fiona. And
In the morning, I'm making waffles.
yeah, that's
I'll
right.
be Donkey.
That's right, Donkey.
That's about right.
Donkey. It's funny, you can do Shrek's voice, but you're not allowed to do Donkey's voice. It's funny that. It's true.
I was
though,
gonna say,
isn't
it is true.
Yeah, it's true. You're
I don't
allowed
think
to
I'd
do
be able to
Shrek.
get that either.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Eddie Murphy just cracks me up, though, too.
Yeah, very funny man. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's-
And they're doing another one, too.
They're doing another Shrek? Again, they haven't asked me to do Shrek?
I know.
How many times? Do you know, I once said to
17.
Mike Myers, "You do a good Scottish accent," and he said, "To be honest, I think yours is better." And I think he's probably right.
Here's like, mine came authentically, right?
It did. I don't know if you're born with an accent. Do babies have accents? Like that little girl, did she have an accent?
No.
No. It's just like she was like generic, like an anchorman.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I'm Midwest. What's up?
Oh,
like an anchor
jeez.
man. It's true though, because there are people like they'll call in and they're like, oh, I don't like the way this person laughs, or I don't like the like people are so judgy. But you probably had like a lot more people that were lenient with yours because like the accent is so different and so much cooler than anyone else's.
I don't know if that's. I think it depends on where you're from, and also people who are mean. Yeah, I don't have time for that.
No.
There's too many of them.
Yes.
And it's not anything. I need something a little new and different. Like your internet trolls. I come from Scotland. I've met real trolls. They don't let you cross the bridge. You know, it's like, ye shall not cross the bridge until ye answer my questions 3. Question the first. What was Taylor Swift's first album? You know, I mean, it's hard. What was Taylor Swift's first album?
Taylor Swift.
I don't know.
No, I think it's Taylor Swift. I think it was her self-titled debut album.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's Taylor Swift.
Well, you may cross the bridge.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Is this a trick?
Yes, that's another thing the trolls do. Yeah,
It's
there's
a
like,
trick.
yeah. Oh, and when you get to the other side of the bridge, you shall be dead.
Let's hope that doesn't happen this weekend. You got to check him out. It is Craig Ferguson, the one and only, here in Denver, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you are at the South at the Landmark.
No, downtown at the best comedy club in the United States of America.
Oh, Larimer. It says sorry, it says Landmark.
Do you keep little bits of paper around all the time like that?
Well, yeah, I'm a very visual person.
Are you really?
So, like, if I look at it, I can remember kind of what my thought was when I was reading it. Unless Craig Ferguson comes in and just starts cracking jokes, and now I'm like, I don't even know.
I'm not cracking jokes. I'm telling you about the troll problem in Scotland.
I like that.
Did you see anything when you were there in Scotland that you were like, oh my God, this would never happen in America?
No.
No, it's all pretty much the
It's pretty
same.
much the same. I grew up in Aurora. I feel like there's a lot to change there. You just have more history. We just have about the same kind of creepy stuff.
There's plenty of they're about the same age. It's just that, you know, we have I don't know what we have. Do you ever watch Outlander?
I've read the books.
Yeah, Outlander's that show where the Scottish guys are all good looking and stuff.
I was going to say, I'm not really paying attention to the storyline in that one.
Yeah.
That's not what we're there for.
But it's the weird thing is I feel bad for all these, you know, people that go to Scotland waiting for everyone to look like the guys in Outlander.
And then what they see
they
is
get
the
there and
actual...
they're like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
feel like that's what people do with radio personalities too. They're like, oh, that's what you look like. I put a face to the name. And you're like,
yeah. Well, but this
but
is
you got
not
like this
radio.
perfect hair and everything. You're good.
Well, you're good too. Come on, don't talk yourself down. I want to hear this inner troll. I want to hear it. You have to.
This therapy session is getting very real.
Yeah, I think what you have to remember is that people take you at face value. So if you say to someone you are awesome, people will believe you are awesome.
Right,
Even
I'm
if you are
awesome.
not awesome. Because anyone who is awesome would never say they were awesome. But if you say you're awesome, people will believe you're awesome.
All right, I'm awesome.
How's that feel?
I felt really good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Well,
Breakthrough.
what about I'm really awesome and I'm having a great day?
I'm really awesome and I'm having a great day. Okay,
You can't even say it. Come on, you do it again.
I'm really awesome and I'm having a great day.
Yes, you are.
We had a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Craig Ferguson, check him out at Comedy Works in Larimer.